just football.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. To the air, it's Woodson. Slings it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick.
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get...
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's James. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Handoff to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Goes to the option. Nice move there. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. Makes a man miss. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble.
Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The screen. He can go. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Loss of 4. Brings up 3rd down.
We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quarterback on the keeper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Messer. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's good enough.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Complete on the
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
for the offense.
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Navy offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And down he goes back at the 3. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Buying some time. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Lots of room to run. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Brought down on the play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Messer. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been what.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Navy 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Second down coming up.
Looking for a man, it's Woodson. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
49-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Notre Dame.
One more snap coming before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll try the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Here's a heat. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's James. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Takes the handoff. It's James. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll go to the toss. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Sprinting away. The 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right at half. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see.
He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Big fullback's got it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now on the option. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Unloads to the wide out. With the catch, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Working that left side now. Oh, he got loose. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air. It's Lagway. starting to feel a little pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are able to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
To the air on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give on the option. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here we go. Right. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The screen. He's got wheels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He's brought down at the 28. Second down coming up.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Fighting off the defender. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Navy 21.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to get moving. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. Got it on the outside. It's Young. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such good.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, midshipman. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going and can build throughout the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 15 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country.
There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. Oh, a lot of space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Defense playing a bail technique. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David,
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
38-yard line.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the D on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
and right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Line getting set on second down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter